so after playing that solo sequence again, you will then be going back into what is the second part of the intro, which goes like this. You're going to be playing that again for 16 bars, except this time round, when you're ending this on the 15th bar, you're going to be playing something else which goes like this. Now what that is basically the first pattern of the chord stretch, but what you're doing is you're playing triplets on each of the string, those strings being the E, D and G. So playing them in that order, it will be E, D, G, D. You're going to do this first on the G sharp, palm muted, then going to do this an octave above on the 6th fret of the D string, palm muted, and then you're then going to do this on the G string and then the D string, but the notes are going to ring out like this. So putting that all together, you have got this. After that, you're then going to be playing the riff that leads into the third part of the intro again, which goes like this. So putting that all together, you've got this. And then that will then lead into the next section of the song. And next you've got another bridge section which goes like this. So we've got some more down picking and palm muting going on there. This starts off with 3 hits on the 4th fret of the E string, palm muted, and then you're going to be pedalling between the 7th fret and the 6th fret of the A string with the bass, the G sharp on the E string like this. So you're then going to be doing a hammer on and pull off on the 4th and 6th fret of the A string like this, and then playing the 7th fret of the E string with your pinky. So you've got this all together so far at full speed. You're then going to be doing the exact same pattern, but pedaling on the 5th fret of the E string on the A, which will go like this. And then there will be an open E chord, followed by 3 palm muted open E string hits. So it'll be, which will then go on to playing a little picking bit. Put your 3rd finger on the 8th string of the G string, pinky on the 9th fret of the D string, and your index finger on the 6th fret of the G string. So that will go all together. And it's played twice, so at full speed it will be this. So putting that all together, you have this. You will then do the first part of that sequence again, and then do it with the A. But this time on the A, you're going to do 3 hits on the 5th fret of the E string, then hit the 7th fret of the A, and then 2 hits on the 5th fret of the E string. So you've got this so far. And then you will play 6, 7, 9 on the A string, and then play an open E for a bar, and then ring out an F sharp power chord for another bar. So second time round you'll have this. Ooh, I'll play that again. So you will then play then the whole thing again, which altogether will sound like this. And that will be played twice before you will then go into the solo section of the song. Okay, solo time. In the song there are two main solos. In the first solo, I'm just going to be showing you the first part of it. Reason for that is that in the second part of it, it gets quite fast and technical, and I just haven't been bothered to transcribe it yet. But if anyone else has already done it, then please message me on YouTube. I'd love to see the transcription and get it down myself. So in the second part of the first solo, I'm just going to teach you how to do the rhythm guitar for that instead. And then in the second solo, I'm going to teach you all of that. Okay, so the first part of the first solo goes like this. So let's get into that. Starts off with a full tone bend on the 19th fret of the B string. I don't need vibrato to that actually, it's just a full bend. Then you're going to go 16, 17, 19 on the high E string. And then hit the 17th fret of the B string. So you've got this. Then you have got a 3-string E major arpeggio, which is pulling off 19 to 16 on the high E. Then 17 on the B. And then 16th fret on the G. So you've got this. You've then got 19th fret on the B, 16th fret on the B, and then 18th fret on the G string. So altogether you've got this. Then you hit 16th fret on the G, and then you're going to hit 13th fret on the G and slide to the 9th fret, the E on the G string. So altogether you've got this. After that, you're then going to do a bend on a full tone bend on the 14th fret of the B string. And you're going to do like a double stop bend, so you're going to have your pinky on the 14th fret of the high E. So first you're going to bend up, do a full tone bend on the B, then you're going to play the 14th fret on the E, and then bend, keep that bend intact and hit the 14th fret of the B string again, so you've got this. Add a bit of vibrato as well to that to make it sound nice. So all together so far you've got this. Also forgot to mention as well, when you slide down from, the 13th fret of the G to the 9th fret, you hit the 12th fret on the B string. So I'll play that again, all together it should be. Okay, so that's some of the first part of the solo. To end that, you're then going to play 16th fret on the A string, then 13th fret on the G string, and then you're going to bar your second finger across the 14th fret on the G, B and E strings, and you're going to play the G, B and E strings ringing out like this. So all together you've got this. And that is the first part of the solo. So putting that all together. Okay, we're now going to look at the rhythm guitar in the second part of the first solo. It goes like this. Now, as you can hear in the beginning of that, you've kind of got a bit of a galloping chug going on, which is if you put your index finger on the 4th fret of the low E, and then the pattern, palm muted on the bass note there, is down, down, up, down. The down, up, down is basically a triplet, so you've got down, so altogether that's... So at full speed you've got this sort of a pattern going on. Now, if you're not familiar with this sort of pattern in metal, then I'd recommend kind of just start off practicing this slowly to warm your hands up a bit, and then go on with the rest of the riff. So you can just go and then slowly build it up to speed. But the pattern that's going on there, is this. So you've got that. You're then going to hit the 6th fret of the D string with your 3rd finger. And then you're going to hit the bass note on the 4th fret again of the low E. So you've got this. And then you're going to hit the 6th fret of the D string again. So you've basically got an octave sort of riff pattern going on there. So that happens twice. This same pattern then happens again, but the 1st finger moves up to the 5th fret of the low E, so you've got this. When playing the octave pattern, I strongly advise that you do an upstroke on the 6th fret of the D string, so that you really accent the note and make it stand out. So after that section, you're going to play this. So you've got some down picking on the low E there that you're going to play for 2 bars. You're going to play that up into the 3rd beat of the 2nd bar. So if I do this slowly, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. On the and of the 3 in that 2nd bar, you're going to play this, which is 7/6 on the A string. Then you're going to play the 7th fret of the low E string, and then you're going to play the 4th and 6th fret on the A string. So you've got... So putting that together slowly, you've got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll do that again slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. After that, you're then going to go back to the galloping riff, and you're going to do down picking again on the low E for 1 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you are going to bar the E and A string on the 4th fret, and you're going to hit this once with no palm muting, and then you're going to hit this again for another 3 times with palm muting. So you've got... Okay, I'm now going to play the whole of that first solo section with the track. And that's the whole of the first solo section.